What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about each and every one of the new heroic cards added into NBA 2K25 MyTEAM, or should I say added to Super Packs, because that's really the only thing to look at here. I do know you will have the chance to grind for a Diamond 2 Galaxy Opal card for absolutely free. It's an equal chance pack. However, more often than not, when I break down these cards, they're not great. But let's go over them, talk about them. Start with Jay Williams here. 88 3-ball, 96 speed, defensively stinks. I mean, 6'2". Yikes, 2K. Yikes. We're starting off with Jay Will. And newsflash, the card is just not great. I'm not trying to sit here and hate on Jay Williams. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I am going to sit up here and say I just don't love the card. Like, at 6'2", no defense. It's like, am I really supposed to be excited about Jay Williams? Because I'm not, you know. Am I supposed to be excited about him? Maybe. But it's not something that does excite me. Again, card is what he is, but he is not great in my team. Danny Ferry up next. 94 3-ball is nice. But Wayne Ellington, base on normal. 83 speed with no defense. Do y'all want me to continue trying to hype up these cards? Because they're trash. Like, this Danny Ferry card is absolutely awful, and I'm not trying to hate on him. Like, that's not my job here. I'm not out here to just hate on him. But it's like, how am I supposed to be, hype about this card? How am I supposed to, hype this card up whatsoever? I know he's 6'10", but with 83 speed and no defense, it's tough for me to be really hype about Danny Ferry. It is. And again, I don't, I have no issues with Danny Ferry. Danny Ferry in the past has had some fun cards. It's just this card is not only not fun, this card stinks. Not good whatsoever. So it is what it is, but that's the truth with Danny Ferry. And if you're wanting me to hype up the card, I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen, especially with a Danny Ferry that looks as poor as this one does. Next up, Joe Smith, 6'10", small forward, 84 3-ball, 87 speed, way better defense. At least with Joe Smith, and no, I'm not saying the card is perfect. No, I'm not saying, everything is going to be great. But at least with Joe Smith, you see some things here, right? You're seeing some things like, okay, this card can actually can actually do some things, and so that's one thing, that I'm looking at Joe Smith that I think is going to help the card out quite a bit, is obviously the fact that he can, not only knock down shots, but he can play good defense. He's 6'10". The problem is the D-Rob Al Horford base on normal. I think that's really the problem that I have with Joe Smith, is that, that's just not slightly better. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I wish Joe Smith was, slightly better in this game, but he's fine. At the end of the day, he's fine. Not great because his SIGs don't change. Rudy Tomjanovich, Kobe Bryant base. First card in a while in which we see the Kobe base. 89 3-ball, 87 speed defensively. Okay, another card that when I'm looking at things, it's like, well, I mean, do I love this card? Do I think the card is perfect? No. But do I think you can play with the card? Sure. I mean, again, I don't think Rudy Tomjanovich is perfect, but I do think the card can play at least a decent level. And, if you get him, is he going to be a top small forward in the game, though? Still no. Petrie up next has seen good releases in the past. The problem is the D-Wade release in the past is no longer what it is now. Like, the D-Wade release used to be good. It is no longer, that type of release. Release is bad. Pro dribble style. Defensively stinks. So far on these cards, and I'm not trying to hate, but we are 0 for 4 on these cards so far. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. We are 0 for 4 on these cards so far, and so it's not something that I'm necessarily hating on, but it's just the truth. We are 0 for 4 on these cards right now. Bob Love up next. 6'8", 7-foot wingspan, 86 3-ball, 89 speed. Defensively, really good for Bob Love. Great defensive badges. Release-wise, Amari Stoudemire on normal. I mean, again, all normal releases with these cards. Do I love it? No, I actually really don't like that whatsoever. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I can't sit up here and hate on, what the card gives you or what he doesn't give you. It's just 86 3-ball, 89 speed, 6'8" at the 3. Honestly, 6'8" at the 3 isn't that bad. But it's just like, that's not doing it for me. I need to see something a little bit more for the card, especially, with the release on normal and basic dribble stats. Like, at this stage of my team, the card's not good. So we're 0 for 5 Or 0 for 6. My fault. 0 for 6 on the card so far. Then we see Kenyon Martin. Does his release get updated? Okay. Maybe Kenyon Martin will be good. Galaxy Hope Kenyon Martin. 6'9", 7-foot wingspan. Out to bounce from 4 to 5 plays around the arc. 89 3 ball. 95 speed. Defensively for Kenyon Martin, I'm going to say this. A lot of people might not like the fact that I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say it. It's a letdown. You know, when you're looking at his defense, it's a letdown overall. Got a good 3 ball. Speed at 95 is incredible. Speed Mikhailo base on very quick. Sped up. Normal leaner. Rush dribble style. Card's fine. But I don't think it's, you know, I don't think it's anything that's great. Even the Speed Mikhailo base, I don't think is great. It's sped up on very quick. Is probably going to be solid. I think he's going to be fine. Is he going to be game-changing, game-breaking good? No. Detlef Schrempf up next. Why does Detlef Schrempf have better defense than Kenyon Martin? Somebody's going to have to tell me that. Detlef comes with the Wayne Ellington base on very quick. North Carolina legend. Devin Booker, dribble style, 6'10". Detlef Schrempf's the best player that came out today. I mean, he is. Good defense, good speed, good 3 ball. Overall, the best player. Now, is he worth getting? Is he worth, you know, all of the MT that you're going to have to spend on him if you don't get him in the free grind? No, Detlef Schrempf's not worth all that. But is the card still really solid and definitely a card that you guys can use and have a ton of success with? Yes, that is what Detlef Schrempf can give you. But again, when you compare him side by side to Kenyon Martin, he's way better defensively than Kenyon Martin. It's literally, I shouldn't say way better. It's close, but like Detlef Schrempf is way better defensively. Yes, Kenyon Martin's going to be a better scorer on the inside. But side by side, Detlef Schrempf is the better option. Then you do see Russell Westbrook last, 6'3", Russ base and very quick. Should be better sped up. Rush dribble style, basically max stats, basically max badges. There's nothing really terribly bad I can say about Russell Westbrook at all. I think Russell Westbrook is fine. I think that you can use the card and have fun with him. I just think the thing for me with Russell Westbrook is, like, where is that really getting us? You know, like, is that getting us places? Is it not getting us places? I don't know. I just feel like, you know, it's, as somebody said, 2K when it comes to point guards on Tuesday drops. I mean, it's facts. It really, really is. With Derrick Rose, obviously, you know, we've just seen trash Tuesday cards, honestly. Russell Westbrook, I don't think is that bad. But again, the card's going to be super rare because the only way you can get him is out of super packs. The card's going to be insanely overpriced. Russ is good, but you got to take it for what it is ultimately worth. That's going to wrap it up for our breakdown of all of these new cards. I would say Detlef Schrempf's better than I honestly thought he would be. The rest of these cards honestly stink. It does look like we're getting some new hidden gem cards in this drop as well. I don't know exactly like why or what that means, but I feel like I'll go through them quickly. Terry Porter, release on normal, not anything crazy, 6'3". Terry Cummings, really like Terry Cummings' last release. The Diamond actually had a really good release in my opinion. Terry Cummings looks okay. Nothing game-changing, nothing crazy on the card. Scott Wedman, 6'7", shooting guard, Larry Bird base on normal, yikes. Sam Cassell, 6'3", release on normal, yikes. Mark Jackson, 6'3", release on normal. Austin Rivers base isn't that bad, but yikes. Marcus Fizer, Iowa State legend, 6'8", stinks. Like, the card stat-wise stinks. Kendall Gill, Isaiah Thomas on normal. The card's not going to be great, although stat-wise Kendall Gill's decent. Herb Williams can't shoot, stinks. Gus Gerard, Gus the Bus, can play shooting guard. Stat-wise is good. The problem is release-wise isn't that great, but stat-wise Gus Gerard is good. Let me see Caldwell Jones, 83 ball, Brook Lopez base. Yikes. I don't know what you want me to say. All I can say is yikes. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.